Well, good morning, garden friends. Hi, I hope you are having a wonderful day and had a chance to get into your garden this morning. Where we are, it's been beautiful. It's heading into triple digits, but it's been in the 90s and the nights are cool. So I am out enjoying my garden before it heats up a little bit. And as you just saw, I started my garden my checklist, my garden chores, my daily routine. I started with deadheading my Pugster Blue buddleia. I have two. I have one here and there. So what they do is they are kind of like my entry into my pathway. They both are the same. This one is a 3-year-old plant and that one is a 2-year-old plant. And you can see a little bit of a size difference, but still performing great. The thing about buddleias is that you don't have to deadhead them to get them to continue to bloom. Unlike a lot of plants, roses and Shasta daisies and a lot, cutting off the dead spent blooms, right, deadheading, is often a way to encourage the plant to send out more flowers and new flush. Buddleia is the exception. Butterfly bush or buddleia, and I don't know if it's all of them or if this is just this variety of Pugster Blue, but you don't have to deadhead they will bloom no matter what. I just prefer to cut them off because they're right here at my entryway. It's where we see. So I don't go deep down into the plant. I just do the outside, what you can see from when we're walking through our garden. And I also took a moment to pull up a few that were laying on the ground. Plants that lay on the ground, I think there's kind of a common understanding that could lead to fungal disease because it's coming up from the soil into your plant. So I just kind of trimmed up some low-lying branches. And here, I'll turn the camera around and show you how good it looks. Okay, so here we are at the entrance to my fire pit area. Here's one, here's the other. And I just went through and I just snipped off. Right, show you because I see one I missed. You want to make sure that you don't cut off the new blooms that are coming. So you want to just kind of go in here and snip here. But wherever you snip, there's usually 2 more growing. Do you see that? 1, 2. So if you see that, like here's a good example. This is a new one coming here. And then 2 more blooms are right behind it. So when I go to deadhead this, I will make sure that I snip. And so those 2 babies there will have a chance to grow. So I just go along. And if everything is spent, like here's a good example, 1, 2, 3, I'll just cut the whole thing off. So there we go. Oh look, I missed a lot on here. And I was even wearing my glasses. There. All right, perfect. Okay. So that was my prune, pull, a weed, etc. Let me turn the camera around. I know I said yesterday I was going to do the other fountains. I'm not really finding the energy to do that right this second. But I do need to go and figure out why I did not figure out why. I know why. My bird bath that's in the raised beds of Vigo Gardens is like really pathetic right now. Oh, hi garden kitty. Oh, Julius. I have to tell you, every time I walk in here and I see our new fence and our new lattice here, I go, ha! I just love it so much. So let's look at this cat. So funny. He's 18 or 19. We had 2 of them. We lost one last year. Okay, let me turn this camera around. Okay, so this bird bath behind my, see how it's barely coming out? It's because the pump is probably clogged. Let me turn the camera around, or I'll just turn around this way, I guess. Set it up so you can see what I'm gonna do. Oh. All right, woohoo! Got it working. Nice, and there's a setting on the pump in there. You dial it and it makes it more or less splashy. So I turned it all the way up, which I may want to change because I can feel it. My feet are down here, my leg is down here, and I can feel the water splashing out, which means I just have to fill this up more and more often than normal. But I like that it has a little pizzazz to it now. All right, so that chore, that was easy. I didn't even really need to scrub it out. I just needed to, you know, fix that. Okay. Oh, don't forget my brush. Where did I put it? Here it is. That was a good little tool. I don't know where we got this from, but it's like a toothbrush almost, but it's not. It's a good one to... Okay, so excitingly, I ordered planters for back here. They're due to come next week, so I can start getting this area planted up. Okay, so next on my chore list is I need to water. I need to water my hummingbird garden, which is here, and my tomatoes. So come along with me and we'll do that together. Here's my little buddy, my garden buddy. I have two of these guys. One has a tail and one doesn't. Every time I come out to water, he's in here. I turned my hose sprayer onto mist because there's a hummingbird, or maybe there are a couple different ones flying around going for my feeder. So I put it on mist, and I was holding it up to see if maybe the hummingbird would take a little bath. I've seen videos where they do that, but this guy was interested in food, not bathing. So anyway, as I was sitting here watering, you know, I love watering. I know people think it's a chore, but I love watering because it gives me some time to contemplate. And I'm sitting here watering my Hummingbird Highway, and I have this fantastic flowering maple, also called a bulletin, if I'm saying it right. This is a tiger's eye, which is just the most fantastic. I have some in blooms, but they are way up there because this guy is really happy. It's like these, you know, branches are going out crazy. So it hit me. I'm going to try and espalier them. I think that's the right word. I have this great lattice now that we just put in. Wouldn't that be beautiful if I could espalier all those long branches and have the flowers dripping down? And it gets a lot of sun in the morning, more than when it's stuck up there in the lemon tree. I don't know if you can see it. Let me see if I can show you. I don't have my glasses on, so this might be, nah, you don't want to. You don't want to see that. And I think you're pretty much looking at my nose at this point anyway. So as soon as my planters arrive for this area, and I can start cleaning up and replanting and taking some things out of the pots, putting them in here, it'll free up this area quite a lot. I haven't decided, you know, like I have a beautiful weeping Norway spruce. I think it's a Norway spruce. And I have this really cool Hinoki cypress. And I think they would be happier if they got more sun. So I need a place for them. And then like some of these, I haven't decided which will go into those planters and which will stay here. I'd like to make this a little bit more air, a little bit more breathing. I was just looking at the Vigo gardens, the orphan gardens that we did a couple days ago, and it just feels so much better. And I think the plants get some airflow around them, so I just think it's better. So I think that's what I'd like to do, even though this is beautiful and it fills up this, you know, this whole area, just a little breathing room. So I have to think about that. But espaliering this, a bulletin, I think would be amazing. So as soon as I can get in here and do that, I'm going to start training it to go along the canes. But I have to go do some research because I don't really know. Like I have 2 other bulletins. Here, let me turn the camera around. I have this one, which stays, this is its full growth right here in its Lucky Lantern. Gotta cut some of these canes down. So this is its full growth, beautiful tangerine color, loaded with blooms, and much smaller leaf. See the leaf? Much smaller. Versus this tiger's eye, bigger leaf, and it was trained in this tree standard form. And then I have 2 of those Lucky Lanterns, and then I have 2 of these flowering maples that are like this rose color, beautiful. Much bigger leaf than all of them. See how big this leaf is? And it's continuing to put on growth. So I think these will end up being big shrubs. So we'll see what we do with those. But yeah, okay, so I think I did all my daily chores. Oh, I have to feed. That's what I was gonna do. Let me see. I have these beautiful Angel's Trumpet. This one's called Painted Lady. I've talked about it before. And this one I think is called Phenomenal. I'm like, why aren't they flowering? They should be flowering now. I mean, I know these are first year. I just got them and put them into these pots like in January, but there should be some signs of blooming, and there's not. And I did some research, and they like a lot of water and a lot of food. So I'm gonna go get some water-soluble Proven Winners. It's not organic, but it's what I use on my annuals. So I have some, and I'm gonna give them a little yummy drink. I'll be right back. let's hope that works. I love these. I bought these because I love the color of them. So let's hope that works. They grow here. I've seen them around here in our zone. I mean, I know we're zone 9B, but that's a cold tolerant thing. We're also quite hot in the summers, and so that could be you know, a deterrent to a lot of plants that do well elsewhere. But I have seen them in the Sacramento area and they do great. They just have to be in the right spot. So let's hope that works. I also took the time to give a lot of my other containers some of the slow release fertilizer because in pots the nutrients wash out really quickly. All right, something I've also started trying to practice is O.H.I.O. I love it, because my mom is from Ohio, and as a kid I used to spend time with my grandparents in Ohio. But O.H.I.O is also an acronym, and it stands for Only Handle It Once. O.H.I.O. I love it. And what it means is, don't pick up something and put it down halfway. Handle it once. So, when you're done with something, put it away. Be done with it. Only handle it once. So here I am. I'm going to put away my watering can and my fertilizer. We're still waiting for our fence panels to come in over here, so I haven't yet been able to organize this area, but I will. I have high hopes for it. But only handle it once, I really love, and I find that it helps me really not leave clutter around. So I go through and once I'm done with something, I put it away. I don't put it down somewhere else and then, oh, I'll come back and get it later. Case in point, my brush from when I cleaned out the fountain just a little bit ago. I left the brush here instead of going in and putting it away. So it's been a handy dandy reminder. I do it as much as I can. I feel like it definitely helps, and so I'm happy about that. All right, garden friends. Well, I think that takes me to the end of my time in the garden. It's starting to warm up. We are headed into triple digits here pretty soon. I've been lucky. I don't know if lucky is the word, but I've taken time off work for my surgery, and so I've been able to putter in the garden all morning, and I really enjoy it. I also really enjoy the stability and paycheck that a job brings, so I'm not going to be giving that up anytime soon, but I will miss these times that I've had this summer, just being able to putter in the garden and just do this challenge. This is I think it's day 17, and I think Janie of Dig Plant Water Repeat, she's the one that started this for me, and I'm super inspired by it. She's wrapping up. I took a few weeks off because of my surgery, so here I am at day 17. And there's no shortage of little things to do. And one of the things she did in one of her videos was she set like a 5-minute timer to see how much she could get done in just 5 minutes. And I love that. So I think I'm going to try that next time. Okay, so signing off from day 17. Is that what I said? I can never remember numbers. I've just really been inspired by this concept that I just sort of came to me, which is we give our garden so much love, and when we're out in it, I think our gardens love us back. And so I'm really making it a practice to just go out, not doing any chores, and just letting my garden love me by being its beautiful self. So garden friends, I hope you have a chance to get out and let your garden love you. Bye.